Sarah with KILL-EM-anjaro here. We wrote the workout to KILL-EM-anjaro in the theme of reaching your peak. And I just wanted to really quickly go through all of the exercises that are in round 2. I'm going to go through all of them just in the order that you see them on the workout. This is not the order that you teach them to the girls. This is just to give you a brief overview of the actual exercises themselves. And what kind of our goal was with this. So the first one is a push-up. You're doing 5 full and then 5 pulses. So remember, always option to be on your knees. You want to get full range of motion, chest all the way down. You'll do 5 full. And then when you're pulsing, I want you to stay up at the top. So it's a tiny bend, a big stretch. Tiny bend, big stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you'll go through 5 full. More ones again, and then 5, tiny bend, big stretch. Sometimes we do our pulses down low, but that's not the case for this set today. Tiny pulse at the top. Next one is going to be the same kind of concept, crab dip. So full crab dips, and then 5 pulses again at the very top. So hips are as high as you can get them, fingertips face toes, and then nice full crab dips. You want to get them to squeeze that beach ball, I tell them, in the back because their elbows tend to go out. So get them to their elbows to point straight back. So 5 full, keeping those hips high. And then tiny bend right at the top, those pulses. Tiny bend, big straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 5 full. Again, and we'll repeat that. Next exercise is a down dog push-up. Again, 5 full, 5 pulls. And again, that pulse is at the very top, where your arms are almost straight. When I'm teaching my down dog, a great thing that I like to tell them is much more important than having straight legs is a straight back. So if they're having roundness in their back, but straight legs, I tell them, put a little bend in your knees, that way you get a straight back. Another thing we see with the down dog push-up is this, where they're looking down at their mat. I tell them they want to tuck their ears on the inside of this triangle they've created. So fingertips are about hip width apart, elbows come straight out, so 5 full. And then 5 pulses again at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really working that outside of the arm. Next exercise is a bicep curl with 5 pulses again. So when we see that bicep curl, we see girls like this a lot. Right here, they stop right here because the muscle's still contracted. You want to make sure that, first of all, their shoulders are backing down, tall in their spine, tight core, feet are nice and stable, full range of motion, no momentum on that bicep curl. Straighten at the very bottom, lock your elbows, and then all the way back up. We understand not everybody has these hand weights, which is why you have an option for a band or a hand bag at this one. Next exercise is an arch up and a hold. You guys know this one, but eyes are always down, shoulders pulled back and down into those back pockets. So you're gonna arch up, 5 full reps, and then 5 hold, and that's just counting to themselves. 5 up, and then 5 hold. Next one is so we're working on our back on this set. Next one is a narrow row. You're gonna take that band, wrap it around your feet. Make sure their feet aren't flexed. You want them to point those toes down. They're going to grab onto the outside of the band at their shins. Sit up tall, shoulders back and down. The only thing that's moving here is my arms and shoulders. There's no hinging at my hips at all. So nice and tall. I tell them that I want you to pretend like you're squeezing juice out of an orange. So really trying to squeeze those shoulder blades together, making a nice, good glass of orange juice for yourself that morning. So pulling those elbows in. And again, keeping that core tight. Next one in our back is we're going to be in our partial arch up position, and I'm going to do a knee reach. So my eyes again are down, reaching back. My legs are zipped up together, and this time, this version, my legs are going to be straight, and I'm going to reach. It's tough. You got to really work for each side on this one. And then there's no holding or pulsing. That's just the same exercise the whole time. The next one we're going to do is a seated fly. I like to take this one around my feet, and again pointing those toes down, and then crossing over in my hand. So again, just the right amount of resistance, and then I have the right angle. So my hands are nice and active here, tiny bend, again, really tall. I'm gonna pull open, use my back to squeeze that together, and then control it as I come back in. Again, nice tight core, sitting up tall. The only thing that's moving is the hinge in my shoulders, and my back is squeezing back behind me. Okay, a few more exercises to go through. We have a boat single leg extension. So, and I'm sorry, this is a single leg tuck in. So you're gonna come into kind of a boat position. Right here, hands assist you right behind you if you'd like. Otherwise, hands can come up. You're gonna lean back and extend so you come into a long boat. One leg stays static. Come back in the center and second. Up, out, and up. Again, option to use those hands. And even more of a balance is hands and heels down, reach. It's still a great core exercise, extending that leg and then balancing up top. Really watch that lower back. They have a tendency to, we all have a tendency to round it over. Shoulders in your back pocket, long spine. Next one is windshield wiper abs. So right here, you're gonna come onto your back, take those hands into a T position, and then your legs will be at 90 degrees. You can plant your head down, keeping your shoulders planted, feeling the mass of your shoulder blades in the ground and keeping them there. You're going to drop your hips over. Don't let them touch, but you want to get them as close as you can. Up, and then second side. Making it a little bit harder, you can straighten those legs out. And then again, keeping those shoulders planted all the way over, all the way up, back to center. And again, really trying to keep those shoulders planted, getting as low as you can. Last exercise is our Russian twist. We're just going to do 5 pulses on each side. And so again, really have them watch that lower back. When we get tired, we have that tendency to arch, so always being super aware of that. Always option to drop those heels, otherwise heels up, and I'm going to come into that twist. I'm going to pulse, 5, 4, pass through the center, readjust my spine, and then pulse second side. And I'll continue to pulse 5 and 5, 5 and 5. And even right there, I kind of started to feel it in my back, so really have to be aware of that long and tall spine. I hope you guys like to Kilimanjaro. Good luck.